Hi everyone, it's BDevine again here, and this is a video about the predictions for March 2011, and I just wanted to talk quickly about February, because we've all noticed that it wasn't quite as an emotional month, as in a personal emotion month as we had in January, but February was a crisis month where a lot of people had terrible things going on with the weather, especially we had in Australia and just recently in New Zealand. Mother Nature is just really stretching her back and showing the world that, you know, enough is enough, and we're starting to see these things happen. And I have to say that in March there will be a little bit more of this going on. In fact, we're probably going to see this quite regularly through the year, just different events going on. But the main thing is that a lot of people have not been, except for New Zealand where quite a few people were hurt and unfortunately killed, but we are seeing that there could have been a lot worse things happen around this world, and a lot more people could have died, especially in Queensland when we had the cyclone Yasi come in. I mean, this was big as cyclone Katrina that she had in USA, and so it was actually a little bit bigger, I think. And you know, nobody got injured. Everybody was out of the way, and they listened to the authorities and got where they needed to be, and they were holding that energy where they needed to be. And so, like I said, this could have been a lot worse, and it was just lucky that you know, people were paying attention, and the outpouring of help that we've had in Australia from everywhere around the world. I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for all the care and blessings that you've sent. And we get through, and away we go. This world is going to change an awful lot. But I will say there are some positive things coming in March, and I feel that the most positive thing, well, what the angels are explaining to me, is that we're going to notice in the world a change in abundance for everybody. People are going to start noticing that they've got the money that they need for things, that they'll end up with the job that they've been wanting to get. They might not have got a job that they wanted in February, especially towards the end of February. If people were looking for jobs then, you probably did not get the job that you wanted to get. But March sees everything starting fresh again. March is a great month for everybody to just shake their shoulders back and start to drive forward again, because as I've said, we've had so much energies, so many energy changes, and that means that everything's been going so fast forward. And what that means is, as I explained in last month's prediction, that when we go forward very fast, we also drop very fast. And so a lot of people notice that. But for March, like I said, the most thing will be abundance. There are going to be a few rumblings around the world with these weather conditions. I don't think that New Zealand is finished with their earthquakes. I feel that there will be another one. I don't like to say that. I don't like to make predictions like that, but I just feel that that's going to be certainly true towards the south of the New Zealand and coming across into Australia as well. We need to realise that things seem to come in waves. And so everything has been on the east side of Australia, on the east coast, so it will probably push through. And I'm in little South Australia, so I'm right in the middle, and I have a feeling that we're going to get some bad weather and some shake-ups coming our way as well. But this is to be expected, and like I said, it's nothing to be completely frightened about, because, you know, everybody is following their instinct, and everybody is where they need to really be. And I don't want to put fear into people, but mostly we need to work out what will be happening in March for us on a personal, on a spiritual level. And I can guarantee you, apart from the things that are going on around the world and the weather conditions, you are going to be driving forward spiritually. Things are going to be clicking into place in March. Yay! You know, we're going to really start to get what other people are talking about, or some puzzles that we've had in our mind are really going to fall into place. And you know, we're going to start seeing that we're really not all that bad. You know, we've really tried really hard in our life to get where we are today, and so a lot of us will be a little bit nostalgic, looking back on how far we've come, and you know, waiting for what's next. And this is where we need to all be, because we all need to be in a state of excitement, waiting for the next thing to come about. So apart from little bits of changes around the world, with, you know, you might be don't be frightened about the weather, but instead believe that, you know, you are where you need to be, and that, you know, this is all being a lot easier, made a lot easier now, because we have the technology to see things happening before they actually strike. I mean, you know, 100 years ago or whatever, we had very limited knowledge of what was going on. I mean, so this is something we're able to now go, okay, this is going to happen, let's get out of the way. And people are starting to help others, and going, oh yes, you know, I must do this because this is going to happen, and you're starting to feel like, oh gosh, I need to move. You know, when you feel like you need to move suddenly, like, you know, start to do it. It'll start coming around with you. Like, a lot of people in Australia, for example, are starting to move inland, and I mean, we should all be sort of moving a bit away from the coast, I feel. And the water, under what is going on underneath the waters of the world is, you know, amazing that there hasn't been this huge tsunami that overtakes us already. So just be mindful of the changes in the earth, and listening to, trying not to listen too much to negative news, but keeping your heads up with what's going on each day with the weather, and be where you need to be. But remember that this is not all bad luck. I just feel like I need to say, you know, don't anticipate bad things happening. Let's just instead believe, okay, I have written my life. I'm here on earth to help save the planet, and I will be exactly where I need to be. And that's all that you can, you know, really do. That's all anybody can do, is just try to feel your instincts and be sure that you are moving with them. You know, if you feel like you need to go on a holiday or something, and, you know, just do that. If you feel like you need to move home, start making the plans to do it, you know, instead of sitting there saying, oh, I need to move, and nothing happens. I myself am going to be trying to do the same thing. I need to manifest a few things in my life. A new video camera would be great, and also my own office, and, you know, having a new house would be, not a brand new house, but, you know, a house with a little bit more room would be wonderful. But you know, so we're going to start manifesting these things in our life, especially the month of March. It's all about progress. It's all about finishing, you know, forgetting what's already happened in February and January, where our emotions were tried, where we had things just flip upside down, and, you know, all of a sudden everything has completely changed, you know. Well, March, towards the end of February and March now, you know, we are finding that, okay, we're getting our feet, we're getting used to things. We're starting to get ideas in our mind about exactly where we want to be. There's been help available to us, like we've been asking for extra advice in different areas of our life, and we're finding that we're matching up with the people that we need. This is all progress, and this is going to happen all the way throughout March. Even with the weather conditions and things changing around the world, we're still pulling together, and we're still driving forward in our own lives. And so I just wanted to just talk quickly about, you know, the month of March, and some predictions that people as light workers and star seeds and indigo children and all of those that are becoming psychically aware, also becoming more intuitive and pulling themselves back into themselves and thinking about things before they just blurt something out. You know, we're all starting to do these things, and this is what is really starting to help heal the world. You know, we're going to have times, I mean, it's about time, in other words, that something has changed, something has happened to bring people together and start working on healing the planet. And so now we're going to see this happening, and it's not the end of the world. It's not, nothing's going to be destroyed completely, as in the whole world blowing up or anything like that. And we should not have those sorts of fearful thoughts in our mind. It's just Mother Earth is she's stretching, and the axes of the earth are changing, and we have to expect that there will be some things going on with the weather and with the earth, underneath the ocean. And so March, apart from all of this happening, like I said, we're going to still be getting abundance and still having the things that we need come to us. And also, I just wanted to mention, the angels just whispered in my ear about this. They said people that have been away from their children or away from their family, you're going to find that there is a closeness again, and that you're going to be reconnected. You're going to hear from them. Also, parents that have lost their children, in terrible situations. A lot of you are sensing that your loved one is coming close, and the veil is lifting between the other side and earth now. The veil is starting to lift again, and more people are going to see spirit guides and angels and your loved ones all around you and near you. And I felt that this was happening since the end of last year, actually. And so this is going to happen more and more this year. And so expect March to be a little up and down in the air with things, but on the other side, you are pushing forward and you're reaching your spiritual goals, and you're starting to see for yourself the loved ones and the love that is in the universe for everybody. And I really thank you guys for listening, and I hope that this message just helps somebody today. This is all that I'm trying to do, is help everybody to remember how wonderful they really are. Because once you do and you become friends with yourself again, nothing else matters. The great song from Metallica, nothing else matters. I mean, that is so true. Only you and what you're doing matters. And if we can get more people to think like that, what a peaceful world it would be, because we'll all be in a little world of our own, having a ball, So I mean that in a good way, actually. And so this month, be prepared for more spiritual things to activate inside each one of your bodies, and the light switch is going on very brightly now, and people are going to come together with the changes that are happening in the earth. And those of you that didn't get the job that you wanted in February, March is going to be better for you with that. And everyone is going to be feeling a lot more peaceful this month as we progress through the year. And so I hope that you are enjoying these little updates. I shall have the next one. I can't believe I'm already doing this one now, but I should have the next one at the end of towards the end of March, around the 20th to 25th of the end of the month. I'll do a little reading or forecast about the next month ahead. And basically I just come here and talk, and the angels sort of talk with me, and away we go like that. It's nothing is planned with me, because if I plan it, I'll be looking at it every 5 minutes, and then I lose I lose my train of thought, and that happens enough anyway. So I'm wishing all of you, I really mean it, I wish you all many, many blessings. And I feel like I'm family, or I know all of you, perhaps in spirit, perhaps between lifetimes we've caught up somehow and we know each other. And that's what I really believe. This is what I asked for with Divine Miracles, that everybody that was part of my family or part of my soul group would actually be able to meet up again this way. So that's how I feel. So you're all like brothers and sisters and family to me, and I'm really thankful for every single one of you for being alive and being here and putting your energy on the earth at this time. And so until next video with me, Be Divine, it's good old Be Divine here. Until next time, many blessings everyone, and bye for now. Bye.